Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your reading for the week of June 12th to the 18th. First card out for you is the Nest with 41. When I think of Nest, I immediately think of home. So there might be a lot of home energy. Some of you guys might be returning back to visit your hometown, your parents, your family. You could be working on home improvement projects, moving, something of that nature. But also, we see here the words charity, generosity, sharing, and support. So I don't know, I'm seeing hosting parties, going to potlucks, or some type of like charity work as well, donating things, cleaning out your home, your closet, and just donating stuff. There's that type of energy in your reading. So if any of those resonate, go with it. Next, we have forgiveness going on. Beautiful, beautiful energy of forgiveness, releasing any anger and resentment you have towards people in your past. And just, I'm seeing you in this lovely charitable energy, even forgiving people. That's very charitable in its own right, because it's like, I see that you hurt me, I see that you did me dirty, but I do not hold that against you energetically. Because when we hold on to that resentment, that anger, it kind of sends that person negative energy. And like, you don't have to forgive someone to their face, but when you're needing to forgive someone or forgive yourself, and you're sitting in that place of anger and resentment, it actually hurts yourself more than anyone else. And so we see beautiful forgiveness. I'm just seeing this like gracious, charitable, lovely, forgiving energy coming from you. It's so beautiful. Healing comes from acceptance. Help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to the new. When you release the past, forgive the past, move on, that is when new, beautiful blessings come forward for you. So that may be a lesson for you this week. We see strategy in reversed. I feel like there may be some conversations that need to be had, some boundaries that need to be put into place. You may need to draw up certain agreements, certain budgets, certain schedules, something of that nature. I'm seeing here there needs to be a little bit more organization this week and staying more on track, talking about finances, talking about emotions. Like there's a conversation that needs to be had, or there is a budget that needs to be made, a plan that needs to be made. Having a game plan, having a schedule will help keep you growing, keep you on point. Okay, we're gonna do 9 tarot cards now, 3 rows of 3. First card out for you is the Knight of Swords. I don't know why, I just had a feeling this card was gonna come out for Sagittarius as I was shuffling the deck. And here it is. So okay, very quick forward movement coming through. Also, the Knight of Swords can show you dealing with a air sign, so that would be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and there's really fast forward movements going on there with that person, whatever that means to you. And we see here someone with a crossbow on their back running towards a motorcycle, so it's like very both this bow and the motorcycle extremely, and he's running, like it's all really quick moving energy. So let's see what surrounds this card to get more insight into what's moving really quickly in your life. Okay, so second card out right next to that is the Knight of Cups in reversed. Okay, so 2 knights right next to each other, one in reverse. To me, this is a sign that something that you were working to move forward is not going to work. Okay, because there's some type of, I guess, like discrepancy here with the Knight of Cups in reversed, honestly, and especially next to the Knight of Swords. It feels to me that some of you are dealing with someone who's just moving way too fast for you, or they may be a little bit too clingy, you know what I'm saying? Like emotionally, like too much. Okay, we see the Knight of Swords, or the Knight of Cups rather, and this is a romantic night. They come with little love notes and picnics and roses, and they're dressed nice, they're creative, they're emotional. But in reversed, it's like to a degree that's a little bit too high and unhealthy, especially next to the Knight of Swords. This to me is someone who is a romantic, yes, but they may lack boundaries. They may be moving way too quickly. They may be like, I don't think there's such thing as too emotional, but I don't know, there's a difference here. So that might be where there needs to be a conversation, where there needs to be some changes put into place, some organization here. I don't even like looking at clinginess as a bad thing, because it's like, if someone went their whole life just never drinking enough water, always being thirsty, walking through a desert. This is an example that someone else used, and I think it's another tarot reader, but I can't remember who now. But they were describing this as like someone could be walking through a desert completely dehydrated, and the second they get water, obviously they're going to be chugging that. So, I mean, the same message could be applied to clingy people. It's like they never had that love that was like long term. You know, they might have had people exit their life really quickly or something like that. And so it's like they finally get excited about someone and they want to cling on to it. They want to drink it all up, okay? And that can be really off-putting for a lot of people. I understand that. Personally, I can't do clingy people. I get it. Sagittarius, and especially Sagittarius energy, to be honest. Because Sagittarius energy is very like hard to pin down sometimes. Like you guys are always kind of off in your own little worlds, like Alice in Wonderland, like off to the next adventure. Not to say that you're not capable of love. Sagittarius is, I mean, y'all are great. I would personally love to be with a Sagittarius, but in fact, actually, I am with a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp, so I guess I don't have the hope and dream for that. But yeah, I just think that it can be off-putting for you to have someone who may fit that description in your life. Third card out, and it doesn't even have to be romantic, by the way, because friends can definitely be clingy, family can definitely be clingy. I feel right now you're looking for something a little bit less responsibility, you know, less maintenance that has to go into it. But next you have the Two of Pentacles, which is the card of balance, saving, budgeting, you know, and it did kind of come out right underneath that strategy card. So yeah, I definitely think many of you may be trying to keep your finances in check, because to me it feels like there is a beautiful new beginning coming through in your life. So you may be traveling a lot, especially with this Knight of Swords. It definitely feels like that. Off to the next thing, boom, 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 travel. Let's make as fast movement forward as possible. So just make sure that you are resting, you're saving, you're in that energy as well. Because right now you're in the energy of like spending, doing, creating, like off to the next thing. So to balance that out, you know, stay in this energy of like resting, saving, gathering, instead of spending all of your energy and going out there, you know, balance that out with bringing energy to you, saving things up, letting people come to you, etc. So second row out for you, fourth card, right underneath that Knight of Swords, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, right off the bat, lots of court cards. There's only 4 cards on the table so far, and 3 of them are court cards. This will be a busy social week for you for sure. To me, the Queen of Pentacles in reversed is showing someone, could be an earth sign. Okay, we see many different signs. We see air, which is Gemini, Libra, what am I saying? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we have water here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and now we have earth, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There we go. And this is someone who's a little bit stingy with their energy, a little bit stuck in their ways, unchanging. This could be someone who's been in your life for a long time, or they're really older than you. Could even be family, who just won't, I don't know, they won't change their mind. They're not gonna spend much money, very frugal, okay? They're very like, trying, not, I don't want to say selfish, but it's like they're a little bit too much in that energy of gathering as opposed to expending and giving. And you're like a very generous soul. You're quite the opposite, in fact, and I feel like you attracted this person into your life, or they're standing out to you at this time because you need to take on more of their energy and they need to take on more of your energy. So, and I do feel like a mirroring effect there. When you take on more of their energy, they'll take on yours simultaneously. So yeah, it's like someone who is like the opposite of what you need and they need you. Does that make sense? But you need to take on each other's personality traits. So you need to be a little bit more gathering, you know, letting people come to you, letting people give to you, pouring energy into yourself, resting, rejuvenating, recuperating. That's what you need. This older or more long-term person in your life needs to be a little bit less selfish, a little bit more giving. Okay, so if you're wondering why you attracted that person in your life, or why they're so triggering emotions within you at this time, like maybe you're frustrated with their selfish behavior, it's because of that. There's always a lesson when you get emotionally reactive towards a person or situation. That person or situation is actually reflecting back what needs healing within yourself, okay? So you getting kind of annoyed, mad that this person's so selfish, that's kind of your soul's way of saying you need to be more selfish. That's why you feel so strongly towards them. You know, you have this repulsion to that energy, which means that you need to take on a bit more of it, okay? I hope that made sense. Center of your spread, we have the 10 of Wands, taking on too much, doing too much, spending too much. It's time for you to, again, give a little bit more energy back into yourself. Also, I'm seeing here, this is the card of burdens, carrying too much burdens. Could also be a card of just having so much responsibility for the people around you. And it's funny because it's literally surrounded by court cards. So it's right underneath that Knight of Cups in reversed here as well. I don't know, guys. To me, it feels like there is someone in your life that is just too much. They're asking too much of you. You feel burdened. You feel drained around them. It feels like they're emotionally draining. Some people, this could even be emotional manipulation. Like, they weaponize their own emotions, you know, like, oh, poor me, woe is me, I'm freaking out, you need to come over and do everything for me, you know? It's just like, it's too much. You don't want that responsibility. And then there's simultaneously, now this could be the same person or it could be a different person. There's simultaneously someone in your life who is like not giving you anything, okay? Like not doing enough for you, constantly wanting you to do for them. Or just in general, they're like very stubborn, very unchanging. So I could be two different people, could be the same person, but to me, it just feels like you're ready to pack your bags and not talk to anyone anymore. Like that's the energy I'm seeing you in. Take care of yourself, okay? Balance things out. And, you know, strategy in reverse. Like you need to have some difficult conversations. You need to create a balance here, create an agreement where both people have their needs and wants met. Nobody's, you know, in this relationship feeling drained, okay? Sixth card out for you is the Seven of Wands reverse, protecting your peace, protecting your energy. You need to do this for real, for real. Protect your peace, protect your energy, recuperate. She's in a little bubble. No one can touch her, okay? My peace is my peace. You know, my sleep is my sleep. I interrupt my sleep for no man or woman, okay? That's a little saying that I say because sometimes people, you know, like want me to sleep over their house, and I can't stand it, and I refuse to ruin my sleep for anyone. So for example, if a partner is coming to visit me, and I'm in like a really bad sleeping arrangement, I'm like, okay, you can sleep here on this like couch or this queen mattress or whatever, this blow up mattress, but I'm sleeping in my own bed, okay? No man or woman ruins my sleep, all right? So I'm seeing here something like that with you that you need to take on. So protect your peace at all costs. That's what I would say. Third row out for you, seventh card, is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Another court card, another queen. We had two knights, one in reverse, one upright. That shows a relationship that's unhealthy. Two queens in reverse. This is literally two people who flat out do not get along at all. Do not get along at all. They could be feminine energy, older in your life. Now, this could also be like two of your friends not getting along, your mother not getting along with your partner, your like something like that, where it's like two people close to you are not getting along and you are sick of their drama. It could be your sisters fighting, it could be family feuds, something of that nature is coming out to me. It just feels like there are disputes this week, like nobody's happy with anybody here except for this Knight of Swords, which honestly feels more like your energy than anyone else's, where it's just like, I'm getting out of here. And it's so funny because it was the first card out, and he's just, I wish I had a camera on the table. This dude who's running away, he's surrounded by these problematic people who just won't get along. This one's too much. This one's selfish. This one only cares about their own goals. And it's like nobody's getting along with anybody. And you're just like running away from all of it. And he's surrounded by these cards, which is so funny to me. I'm like seeing you like, I need a vacation. I need a rest. I need to like get away from all of this burden, all this drama. Okay, maybe you are vacationing this week. Good for you. All right, good for you. Oh my gosh, it's just so annoying. Eighth card out is the Nine of Pentacles in reversed, and this is a good money card I'm seeing here. It's like you need to spend more time on you. You need to spend more time doing what you love. Some of you guys, like other people and their drama and their burdens and feeling responsible for them has been taking up so much of your time, and you haven't had enough time to really like focus on you, like cleaning your house, doing your to-do list, doing what you love, working on your goals. Like it feels like everything was kind of thrown out of balance. Your little routine that you had going that makes you happy, you haven't been able to do it because everyone is just everywhere, like being so dramatic. Oh, it's a dramatic week for Sagittarius, and you're over it. You're ready to leave. Ninth card out for you is the Six of Cups. So this is ending off on a very strange note. There is a beautiful happiness with someone in your life, at least. There is someone who you're really happy to be connecting with this week, and it feels like a really old friend. And they don't have to be human, as we see in this card. They can be a dog, okay? And usually this is a card of reuniting with someone. So if you're planning on seeing an old friend or something like that, visiting someone you haven't seen in a long time, there is great blessed energy there, happiness there. And I just feel, this feels to me, and also this is the last card. The last card can kind of show sometimes a prediction of what's to come. And to me, this is really a reading where the people in your life currently are like overburdening you, and you're like, I'm just ready to get out of here. And so this can kind of be a prediction that, by establishing healthy boundaries, not, giving too much of yourself to these connections, you may actually attract someone who you are very happy with, or like a community of people who you're happy with. The people who bring you peace, I feel like that is who you're going to focus on towards the end of this week. The people who make you happy, the people who bring you peace. You're kind of distancing yourself, it seems, from all this other drama, okay? You're excited to get back to your routine and focus on you, definitely. And in order to do all that, that does involve forgiveness. So thank you guys for joining me. Oh my gosh. Woo! So I feel like you're supporting everyone around you. Oh my gosh. Like, also, random message here. There may be something about an animal. So this kind of drama, this kind of responsibility, some of you guys might be caring for an aging animal, or an animal who may be having some health issues. That's not going to apply for everybody, but that can also be an example of like this family drama, a lot of responsibility, and just being a little bit stressed about that. And I don't want to sound dark, but like sometimes... Never mind, I'm not going to get into that. All right, thank you guys for joining me. Like this video, comment your thoughts and feelings down below. How did this resonate with you? Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is in the description. Always watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus to get the fullest overview of this week ahead, okay? It's not all just family drama, I promise you. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.